For this story, we traveled to Littlefork, Minnesota, not far from the Canadian border. A few miles down a quiet country road from town to the house of Randy and Donna Barstad. You see, Randy's family were loggers, the inspiration for Barstad's pancake mix.
My family has a history in northern Minnesota in the logging business. My grandparents moved here back in around 1920. They came to northern Minnesota, and when they came here, they came by train, but they had a team of horses and a wagon and all of their belongings, and so they came from Littlefork. Nothing but a mud road, and they say my grandmother cried the whole way because she thought my grandmother or my grandfather had like taken her to the end of the earth. But because he had a team of horses, he was able to start logging almost immediately, and so they logged in northern Minnesota here for years, and they had a small logging camp with several hired-on loggers, you know, to work for them, and so my grandmother would make pancakes in the morning. I grew up as a kid, we ate pancakes. I'm sure one of the most common breakfasts that we had was pancakes. Pancakes and eggs, pancakes and venison, pancakes with pancakes. Yeah, pancakes. Pancakes, you know, when they were, you know, my mother would make a bunch and they didn't all get eaten, so they got cold, and so they went in the fridge, and you just took them out and put butter and sugar on and rolled them up and ate them that way. And they made it into lunch pails, and we ate pancakes. Sometimes for breakfast, sometimes for dinner, sometimes for supper, you know. And so when I got married, I gotta have pancakes. I still have to have pancakes to this day.
So, starting with an old family recipe, Donna researched ways to boost the nutritional value of the pancakes she made for her family.
Our main ingredient is called a golden white flour, and it's see, the trouble with white flour, it's not digestible for your stomach, and so, but this still has the wheat germ and the wheat bran, and it's digestible. So it is a wheat flour. It's called golden white because it works like white. It does. I have oatmeal, I have buckwheat, I have barley, there's rye, whole wheat, wheat germ, wheat bran, oat bran, the kitchen sink bran. I usually say that. Soy, I have a little bit of soy, and we use a baking powder that does not have aluminum sulfate in it, so that it's healthier, yes. And we use sea salt, and did I say cornmeal? There's a lot of stuff in there, and they are organic. If you would go to make it, you know, every day because he likes his pancakes, forget it. So that's why I started making them in big, you know, big quantities. So you just put them all together, and then you have it for a while. There's 10 grams of protein per serving. It'll hold you for the day, and that was one of the reasons we called it Lager Specials, because it does hold you for the day.
Because she was mixing large quantities at a time, Donna started giving bags of her special pancake mix to other people as gifts.
We would give them for gifts, and then people would be calling us, and they would want to buy sometimes, I mean, you know, a dozen, 2 dozen. You know, and we started out putting them in a little Ziploc baggie.
Yeah, it was just a Ziploc bag.
Ziploc baggie, and
canning jars.
Canning jars like this, and
whatever we
and had a little tag on it.
The gifts of pancake mix were so well received, the Barstads felt encouraged to make it to sell.
I would have actually 6 bowls, 6 big bowls around here, and just, you know, mixing them up and sell them. You know, I could do it. I guess I heard I could do it legally, you know, as long as I didn't advertise, and I didn't have to. And so we would just start selling them like that, and so we bought the building and bought equipment to have the inspector come.
State and federal both.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, you can find our product in stores from Duluth down around Brainerd, St. Cloud area, and then on over. Really over about as far as Fargo, and there's a few other stores in South Dakota and different places that carry it. Most stores have us within that circle right now.
And how about people that order through the internet? How far away have you shipped?
Oh.
All over the world.